Alright, so by the time that you see this video, lagoon22 has already logged off to my understanding. And there was also an additional video. I believe they have left off on a 24 win streak. Of course, me being the last person they came across before they went online. So I decided to make a commentary about the fights and stuff like that. Now, I don't know how to detect cheating and stuff like that. And I just remember seeing one guile fight and stuff like that. It's just, I don't know what to look out for. The person could be good for all of them. They could have stayed in training mode for all we know with man on and stuff like that, because you can decide whether or not that you can use mana in rank play. You just decide to. It doesn't have to be immediate whatsoever. Because there are a couple of ways it could happen.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Prepare.
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight.
Beating a Ken like this? Yeah, I could have probably beaten a Ken like this. Possibly. All I know with a person with a 24 plus win rate makes me want to look at all the replays. That much is for certain. Look at every single one. We do have... yeah, I have time to spare. I think when it goes against a guy, it'll be a bit more interesting. So, there is no 3 rounds, just 2 straight rounds. What is this man-on doing that the other people are not? Maybe taking the game seriously? Perhaps?
Come on.
She's a part of an alliance. She could have just trained it beforehand. I wonder why training always takes it to here. Well, replay takes it here. I mean, she does make some mistakes. It's just that her damage output is just, well, obscene. But I can see how mana can just snowball out of control if you're not careful with that grab mechanic. he doesn't even get off of one round off.
Manon wins!
What if burnt meter really isn't that bad? Alright, next fight. I think I could have beaten that Cam player too. Was commentary a good word on this? Because I guess I'm analyzing this too. She gets a perfect and a she gets a person on the first round. What? Because he throws a fireball and she just jumps over it? That's usually what it does. But usually, whatchamacallit, Rashid's back up before they do that fireball thing and do the dive attack. But she is vastly outplaying these played people. So I'm really patting them. All I can really say is well, she got that far and she's still not like a platinum 2 yet. It's a little weird. Because she keeps snuffing him.
Round 2. Fight!
Yeah, we know that's safe. I would have done that too, to get out of that corner. What a crazy combo that was. Well, a heavy kick can usually get punished like that, so that's understandable. What the? Oh, right, wrong controller. Next fight. I just don't think I would have gone that hard. I mean, I kinda had a win streak going with, whatchamacallit? Oh, he won the first one, okay. Like with Zangief when I had like up to 22 or something like that, because a lot of people just don't know how to deal with Zangief. But then I met Ed and I said screw it. I didn't feel like playing anymore. And Ed will keep being treated like this until Akuma drops. And if you think that's bad, oh man, I'll never play an Akuma. Ever. Until he gets replaced by the next character. Never. So how does Rashid get the first round? Guess you could just learn how to beat someone just by looking at their replays. Alright, that was pretty good.
I am the turbulent wind. Rashid. Round 2. Fight!
They had advantage. Because there's an extra hit behind that. Let's say, is it safe on block? Okay, that wasn't even a combo, that was just Not blocking high. But not too, I don't know if that's safe. That's a lot of damage to lose off the counter. 2,800. Looks like the burn bar to do that kind of damage, but then again, this is mana and grabbing. Just entering super somehow.
Manon wins!
Apparently I can like these too. Now I'll keep watching her until she finally loses her first fight. I guess the person would have to be good. And it'll be really funny if the person just stops playing. Only one round that JP goes through. I guess he just didn't really want the smoke, I suppose. I mean, JP was playing kind of terrible, and I saw this fight before I started replaying this. It's like, it's not a good fight. JP just burns meter. All of it. Gets himself cornered and realizes that she probably has a high rank. Like a high win rate. Like, I wish she would kind of show it. But it doesn't.
An honor, to be sure. Round one. Fight!
Like, understandable combo, but, like, how did that happen? You never practiced that combo? Like, where's me? Because, I was JP, man. He just keeps getting molested in the corner.
I would love if you took this a bit more seriously.
Round two. Fight!
I don't want to be in that corner with mana at all. I've had that happen to me plenty of times before. But he need amnesia to get himself out of that corner. He keeps seeing that pattern. I don't know the combo routes with Manon, so I don't know if she could have actually finished it with the super there. Because she had the meter. We just know that he wasn't fighting her again. And he saw her with a pretty high win streak as is. My JP could just do a lot of damage. A ton of it. A 3-star can. They're putting her against 2 ranks higher.
Don't expect me to be a pushover. Round one. Fight!
That hit. Usually you would lose that trade if he does that dragon thingy. Didn't have enough energy for it. Like, even if you think you can time it, it doesn't matter.
Round two. Fight!
But then she ends up winning the other 2 fights. I do get a little annoyed when the game does rank me 2 points higher. Like, it can't find anyone else and just puts me 2 ranks higher. The points do adjust to my understanding. Like, slightly. At least I think they do. I forget those grabs are blockable. Like, one of them is blockable, but the other one isn't. That would have never dropped that and just make her shave off a bunch of energy. He's always waking up with that, too. The fully powered one, too. Dude, could you imagine missing that? That's upsetting that misses. Damn, that's messed up. It just whiffs like that. Can I go back?
Don't expect me to be a pushover. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see. Hey, can I just go to the 3rd round? Let's go to the 3rd round, yeah. Okay, 3rd round.
Sit down and shut up.
Let's slow it down. Like, what happened here? Does that not work? Really? If he had finished that, maybe that is his fault, actually. All he had to do was finish the combo. And she just panic supered. All he had to do was finish the combo, man. That's crazy. I think it is his fault. Alright, I think I've seen enough. I think it is the Kins player's fault. You can't do that. You have a target combo. Should have did the target combo and did the dragon punch thing, and that would have killed her from that range. And I know that's really weird for me to say it, even though I threw my fight basically, but I mean, isn't it important to detect these things, right? It's kind of important to detect these things. Like, what did the Kin player do wrong? He had it. He really did have it. He had to break string and get freaking completely killed by her. But now I know she will panic heal at low level though. And she's probably even under a lot more stress with the more ranks and stuff. Like, just losing it all of a sudden. I also recorded my video just in case this person happened to record their videos for some reason. You know, just in case. I admit I threw the fight. But I threw 2 fights instead of 1. By that point, you know, if you decide to take the second one, that's on you. It's on me to throw the first fight. The second fight, it's not so much. At that point, you know what's going to happen in the second fight. Right? That sound like, no, I'm passing the blame to them. But hey, if you want to be fair, let's just say we both knew what was going to happen in the second round. If I had said yes. Even with her slight pauses. It's like, whatever, it was a, a Luke. Who cares about Luke? Doesn't Manon deserve a little bit of something? And I just personally didn't like the character because she didn't have projectiles or nothing. Or couldn't turn herself to a projectile, at the very least. It doesn't seem to happen a lot. It's not even as exciting as the last one they had. It just basically went downhill from there. Well, this should be a no-brainer. I mean, come on, it's a... Whoops. I shouldn't even do these fights in all honesty. How could she still beat... Does she even rank up at least? No, she doesn't even rank... Okay. So she's a 2-star by the time that she gets to me. She does rank up eventually. So let's get this. I guess we have to respect the other fighter too, right? I mean, we can't imagine it going well, and you know, well, that little icon kind of just show how bad the fights can go. In all honesty, I mean, the other Manon could choose to learn from the other Manon. Could choose to. I mean, for crying out loud, they paid the DLC. They got the flashy Manon. And they're both classic controllers and players. And I won't even know if they have the same type of combos. You could put 2 together? I mean, I guess you could, but why would you?
I would love if you took this a bit more seriously.
Round 2. Fight.
Actually, that's enjoying that move. Just a level 3 for the sake of doing level 3 at that point.
Manon wins.
And I think there was only one person who decided not to play her again. Well, technically 2 if you count me. With the 2 fights that I gave her. Which I really shouldn't even call fights anyway. It's more like a point donation. Next fight. And just as a disclaimer, we are adding commentary because we don't want to just simply take someone else's videos. Even though I'm not really profiting on any of the videos I'm making. And stuff like that. It's just for copyright protection, you know. I have to throw in some type of commentary about this. because it is rare if someone has a high win streak. Which means their playbacks that have to be interesting. They have to be analyzed. You have to see, is this person really just going against people who just don't know what they're doing? Maybe this person just had a lot of training beforehand. Like, a lot of training. I mean, they are a part of an alliance. And that alliance did help them considerably. This chick must have just knows everything. Because she shouldn't even mess with high health. I think that Ken fight was quite depressing. And he doesn't get time in those. I guess it really depends if another person's you have to know the person's cancel window with each button you press. You don't know that, then shoot, you're gonna get messed up. I know I've had a lot of occasions where I could have drived impact a lot of moves because I was just throwing a bunch of lights. Should have reacted to those a bit better. Alright, the Guile fight. Now that I think about it, I've actually come across some high, whatchamacallit, high win streak having people, and it's rare, again, but it's also like, some people just don't even bother to don't even go through the second fight at all. They don't go through the second fight. And in rare occasions, some will just, you know, quit. Even though you're like, well, it doesn't matter, I was going to get the points anyway, but I don't want to have these points. I would have probably saved the meter. All because of a jump in, he loses it.
Round 2. Fight.
Jump? No? Okay. That's why I can go past projectiles. And now she could just start abusing the hell out of him. There's nothing you can do about it. Well, influence, of course, you would have a drive meter. But at that point, it doesn't matter. He's already got you in the corner. Overhead? No? Okay. Because she was going for the overhead. He's gonna kill the overhead. Alright, next fight. Oh, and let's see. I guess I haven't really found anything fraudulent. Maybe if somebody else sees it, you know, definitely pointing out. But I haven't seen anything fraudulent. We're not going to go over my matches because they really are just a landslide of just like at that point, there's no point of looking, right? And I already made a separate video covering that fight, so... Wait a second, doesn't he at least win one? I might have skipped one. I think I skipped the Chun-Li one. Oh, he plays them again. That's what happens. Okay. There is a run-back scenario. Now I lost track. Okay, this one doesn't just looks different. We still have 10 minutes left. That's enough time to run through these videos. I might do this if I catch any other high, like really high, win rate type of people. It have to be somewhere in the double digits at the very most.
Hope you're ready.
Like, hers was exceptionally high. Over 20 by the time I met her. Was enough of a reason to record these videos. Oh, that was an amazing counter. Right, she can just abuse that as much as she wants to. Flash kick, had enough time to recover and pressing all 3 buttons.
You put up a fight. Round 2. Fight. Sonic boom now.
But from here on out, I guess it's just downhill from here. He's doing a panic somersault. Like, just some of the most intense pressure.
Merci beaucoup.
Fight. Round. Fight.
Probably someone tacked her when she was doing that. I thought they could have ended it in a level 3. I noticed most people don't even use Guile's level 2. It's kind of like, not really that good. He mashes buttons? Cause she could have lost. Alright, we'll analyze that last little hit. Let's see. Maybe there was something that we missed there. Perhaps. Could be. We could have missed something here. I know it just seems like I'm trying to find something about this person, but you have to care, right? You gotta check these things out. Don't you care about any people that are rising up to the top? I mean, you should. You should all care. Like, it's right there at that frame right there. Like, how quick you have to react to that? You barely see it. Yeah, it's just that scene right there. Why would anyone super that? It's such... It is weird, right? What history from fighting this guy would she think? Now, is Guile even giving her a reason to do this? Is he? I gotta look back at this. Because it sure is interesting. Like, that might have been the first hint, maybe? Third hint? So she got, like, maybe 2 hints at best that he does that. at least 2 hits that he does the drop impact. Gets another one, and just says fuck it, he's gonna do a 3rd one. If you want to be very generous about that. At that point, Guile shouldn't have just panicked and kept using those drive rushes. The first one. The second one. It just catches it all of that. Okay. That could be it. There were only 2 things. Like, it's a really wild guess, because she could have lost that if she had made that call wrong. If she did. I would have probably had enough to hit 2-piece and Sonic Boom, that'd have been it. The end of the record. And we'd have never known. And then I'm going to play her normally. All we know is that she was given 2 possible hints. They're just raw super from neutral. Because he was going to wake up drive impact. I mean, even still, that's still pretty damn shaky. I almost never do that shit. Not without, like, absolutely knowing reading my opponent. You have to read the book at least twice. 3 times even, for that to even happen. I guess she was also, because what else could she have caught with that? EX Sonic, EX Flash Kick? EX Sonic Boom? I would have caught all of those.
Round 2. Fight.
That guy can't afford that mana on top of him. How's that counters then? Alright. We're almost done with the playthroughs. With the, win streak history. But lagoon22's. Is that her actual PSN name? I have no idea. And I followed them because I didn't think it mattered if, whatchamacallit it. If they were gonna follow me or not. But they know I have them marked, though. It lets them know. For sure, that's the case. I could have actually just denied the first fight and just kept following them. That's what could have happened. They could be fighting again. Cause now I just want to keep following this person, actually. How long does this win streak go on before they finally lose it? What actually runs her in? Because she's a platinum 2 by the time she encounters me. Sorry, I had some static in the background. What happened, John Lee? Yeah, I guess you could have freely done that.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh boy. Choking. I guess it killed from this range. No, it doesn't, because it says to leave.
Manon wins!
Not even close. So far, she's come across two close calls at best. At least 2 close calls. And now for the fight that I've been waiting for, I think. Where the gal run back gets a bit more upsetting than the last one. Still crazy as hell if she called that level 3 though. Real crazy. Like, you have to have a lot of faith for that to happen.
The pleasure is mine.
Hope you're ready. Round 1. Fight!
Au revoir. It's been free.
Round 2. Fight! Costly mistake. Easy operation.
Alright, I'm back.
Fight round. Fight.
You know, now I gotta link this video with my other video. Like in the description. Or maybe I'll do it in the comments. I don't get very many comments anyway, so... Yeah, that's much easier. I mean, I just don't get that many comments on my videos. Oh, see? So she does it again, but, okay, I can see why he went for it. He thought they was gonna kill her, so, that's actually really understandable that he went for it. So let's see, the same situation happened again, by the way. Back to round 3. Reanalyze it. Even though that one was not as, it was pretty understandable about what the situation was there. Just slow it down. Sing. Like, too bad that doesn't hit on the way down. Like, why is he doing that? He's got the hit confirm. His reaction shouldn't be that slow. Oh my gosh, he had the meter too. I just realized that. Let me back it up a little bit. Back it up. He does that punch over. Could have died right there. Was he even trying to do the input? Was he? What does all 3 buttons mean, I wonder? What does that mean? Like, there is no charge motion. Was this intentional? 2 punches in a hit. What does that equal up to? I gotta look. I mean, I don't play. I mean, I play mono controls. I wouldn't know what that equates to. But it should have equated to her death, though. Is what should have happened. She should have died right there at that point. But the guy decided to do the focus. Heavy versions. I guess the heavy version came up next, so I know that's the input for let's see. The two lights are. Wow, what is it? I know one's a grab, one is a rush, and the other one is a, well, the input came out first, so it looks like he did intentionally do that move. I think that's the problem there. He just didn't have the reaction time to see that he confirmed the hit already. He confirmed the hit, but he still went for it anyway. And I guess that match was pretty, but that's the issue right there. And she was out of meter too. Wake up. Okay, so she's used to this, by the way. Alright, so tags her with that. You're thinking she has very slow, a small amount of health. You're thinking both hits connect. He was out of meter too. Does Sonic Boom have invincibility frames? Is it? Or if you just do a really good thing about it, because she would have just channeled it to an overhead and then that'd been it. There'd been nothing he could have done about it. Nothing. Literally nothing. I should have analyzed the timing on that super activation, by the way. She does it again too. And almost from the same exact range. Like she just really knows by this point.
The pleasure is mine.
Hope you're ready. Round one.
Of course, I don't have to worry about learning how to fight Manon because she's a low % character. You know, this whole tier stuff doesn't really matter to me, but percentages of how often these characters are used is just what actually matters to me. Like, how often will I actually see Manon? Really? We still have our majority characters that we're gonna see too often. Learning how to fight Ken is more important than learning how to fight a Manon. In all honesty. You're just not gonna see it.
Round two. Fight.
And I'm still within range of fighting her, by the way, too. But I'll fight her for real once her win streak is finally done with. How about that? Oh my gosh, now he's just falling apart at this point. It's getting jumped on. That's the end of that. The fight just got worse on Guile's part, essentially. And then it gets to me, and again, I don't need to show any. I don't need to actually show the fight per se. There's no point of showing the fight. I mean, what's there to see with two perfects? Yeah, I made a separate video on that. If you want to see a separate video on that, you know, I'll probably add a link to it later on. But truthfully, there's no point of showing those fights. A double perfect isn't just something that just happens, by the way. Well, refreshed to see if she is still fighting. Oh, I know that she got offline at some point. Don't really care about these other people. Why did I fall that in? I can't remember why I did. Looks like she's done fighting. That's too bad. Well, I guess that's the end of the supposed commentary of the video. I have done, I don't know, a relatively decent job at commentating about what's going on. Actually analyzing the videos here and there to see where each player went wrong. I mean, sure, I didn't show my fight against it because I've already made a separate video about it because it was just because it doesn't show the win rate and stuff like that. So, you know, that's what my video makes up for. All I know is from my fights is that person was willing to go another round knowing the result was going to be. Right? They already knew. Already. I already knew. I just didn't care. Sure, I could have gave them 1 round, and that'd be that. But no, let's make it 2, because it'll be even worse when that person, when someone decides to take that win rate from that person. Even worse. Well, that's about it. Hopefully it showed the video, by the way, 'cause I just saw this little sign show up saying that it didn't show the videos. Like, that's a little bit worrisome. Alright, so it doesn't show up there. Alright, well, that's about it. Take care, everyone.